guys, so we're going to take 106 here, and that should bring us to Betancourt's. I'm going to try to get by this guy here. He's going right as well. Alright, so we're going to go right onto 106, and this will bring us to West Bridgewater. Check that out, guys. There's a pumpkin bag. Looks like a really cool place. Maybe we can check out on the way back if I have battery life left. Alright, so we're going to go left up here, I believe. And Betancourt's should be on the right. So we're going left here. And there we go, with the green light. Alright, so this is Betancourt's up here on the right. So they have Hondas and Suzukis. This is their showroom to the right here. Alright, so this is a CBR 600 right here. $650. I don't know, what do you think of the CBR, guys? You like the CBR? Superbike champion. Number 24, I'm not sure who it is. So this is a 600, I think. Alright, so this is a GSX-R 1000F. This bike is super fast, guys. There isn't a slow bike in this showroom, trust me. So we've got a 750 here. Here's a 600. Definitely like the look of the blue Suzuki. It's a fast bike, guys. This is a 250R. Alright, this is a CB 500F. Right here, guys. This would be a good starter bike right here. And even the Honda Grom. Really good starter bike right here. 125 cc's. This is a 1000 right here. It's a nice looking bike. Keys are in the ignition. Keys are in the ignition here as well. Keys are in the ignition. Alright guys, so I'm going to change my battery. Alright guys, so I just swapped out the battery. And the battery still had life in it, but there's a good chance that during the conversation the battery might shut off. Okay, so all of the keys are in the ignition, guys. So this is a 750. The Suzuki is a very good bike because it's very low to the ground, from what I understand. I like the look of that with the smaller light. Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna go ask if I can road test one of the bikes. Hi, what are the chances I could road test maybe like a 600 or 1000? Do you have an older model demo?
Yeah, let me get you Jim.
Hi. Hi. What are the chances I could road test one of your 600s or your 1000?
Which one are you most interested in?
It really doesn't matter. They're both very fast, I know that.
Yeah.
I just want to, whichever one is available.
We only have the one dealer plate, so we try to reserve folks who are interested in a specific bike rather than just,
Okay.
try them out. So if it was something you were interested in, like, do you have a bike you're considering trading, or are you just looking to, get a feel for something different? Or?
Yeah, I just wanted to try it and see, if I liked it.
Okay, what is it you're riding now?
Okay, I'm on a 636, the Ninja, Kawasaki.
Yeah, so your 600s are going to feel fairly similar. The performance hasn't
Okay.
changed too much on them over the years, and the 636 had maybe a little bit more mid-range power with that slightly larger displacement. The 1000 is certainly going to be a different beast entirely. Let me see if I have anything set up as a demo right now.
Oldest one, and it's been here the longest. I bought my first street bike in 1972.
A lot of trophies.
Occasionally they have bikes set up as demos so that they're just used to kind of soak up miles and people try them out. Right now I don't have a 600 or 750 demo bike.
Okay.
Only thing I have in is a used 2013 GSX-R 600. If you decide you want to take one of those for a ride.
Yeah, sure. Let's try it.
Okay. Now again, that's in the same class as your bike, so I wouldn't expect any major differences.
All right, guys. So I gotta look this over. All right. So we've got a dent here. Some scratches here. Just some minor scratches there. Tank looks okay on this side. Little scratch there. The front looks good. The mirrors look good. Everything looks good. Tank looks okay on this side. Little scratch there on the tank. So everything looks pretty good. Alright, so I'm just waiting on the plate here. Alright guys, so I'm going to sit on the bike. This is a 2013.
One thing you'll find, and I find this especially with the Suzuki open class bike,
Yeah.
it's considerably more comfortable than most other sport bikes I've ridden. It's just a little more roomy everywhere. That's what I find if you drove 1000. All set. This actually has two modes. So usually when you turn it on, it's automatically going to go into A mode, which is full power.
Okay.
But you can actually downplay it. Say it's raining out or something, you can actually make the power a little less aggressive. But today it's nice out. Suzuki's On this model, you have to have the clutch in to start it, even in neutral. You're in neutral, but you still
Yep.
have to have the clutch in to start it.
Now, have you warmed this up? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take my time. I'm not really familiar with these streets, so...
Your directionals, push
Yep.
same thing as yours, push to cancel, high and low beam, although this does have a flash to pass, and these are emergency flashers.
Okay.
Okay, what I'd recommend is going up here to the first set of lights.
Right.
It's going to be right over the Bridgewater line. At that set of lights, take a right. You're going to
Okay.
go by a big church, and there's a building next to church's buildings next to it. Right after that, it's going to be your first right after the church.
Okay.
Take that right, just follow it to the end, then you're going to take the right. When you get to the end of every street, take a right. And you're going to come out just this side of the lights.
Oh, good. All right, thank you. All right, so now is this warmed up, or is it warmed up? Sounds great. All right, guys. Here we go, putting it in gear. All right, here we go, guys. We're letting the clutch out easy, giving a little gas. Here we go. We're on it. Shifting. Okay, shifts okay. In second gear. So far so good, guys. Going to third gear, shifts really nice, really smooth shifting. So the speed limit's 45 here. Let's crank it up a little. But that guy, he waved. I feel like I'm sitting in the dashboard. It's really weird seating position, but of course that would get used to. It was really good of them to let me road test the bike. So this is my first ride on a Suzuki. It's a 2013 600 GSX-R 600. It doesn't have any traction control or anything like that. It's pretty basic. Okay, so I'm going to downshift. Alright. Feels good. Feels good downshifting. Handles really nice. Downshift, first gear. So I'm going to take a right here. I can always turn around and go back the same way I came. Alright, let's see how it handles on the corner. Handles really good. It doesn't take long to really adjust to a bike. Okay, so this must be the church he's talking about. Alright guys, so the speed limit here is 30. So the bike rides really good. Alright, so we're going to go right here. And we're going to downshift. You know, when you're unfamiliar with the brakes and all that, guys, everything is gentle. You don't want to over brake or over hit the gas. Nice and easy on the gas and nice and easy on the brakes. So we get the Bridgewater Police Headquarters directly in front of us. And to all you Suzuki fans out there, I understand why you like this bike. It's a good bike. Really great bike. And this is an older model, guys. This is a 2013. Alright, so we got a motorcyclist here. How you doing? It shifts very smooth. I don't have a single complaint about this bike. Going into third. Let's get a feel for this bike. You know, obviously when you've never ridden this bike or any bike and you get on it, it's different than your own bike. Alright, so we're going to go right here. Downshifting. Bridgewater Raynham Regional High School. And this is a 2013 model. This is the same year as my bike. I would have to say that the brakes are a little better on the Ninja 636. Now the size of the bike, it seems like it's a little smaller than the Ninja 636, you know, this area here. I'm going to pick up a little speed here. Has good pickup. And you have to understand, guys, I'm only in second gear. And this red line's at 16,000 RPMs. So I'm riding it at 6,000 RPMs right now. I'm not even maxed out in second gear. So that is like unbelievable, and you still have 4 more gears, which is crazy to me. That the power of this bike is so powerful. That's why when someone says, 1,000cc motorcycle, this bike has so much power that I will never use the power of this bike, ever. Even on a track, guys. If I was on a track, I would still not use the power of this bike. And that's how extremely powerful it is. Same with the Ninja 636. ASAC Turkey Farm. Right Alright guys, so I'm really not too sure where I am right now. So you just want to let off the gas when you come around a corner that you're unfamiliar with. You don't have to hit your brake at all. You know, and of course I'm talking to the new riders. Stop sign. So you want to be very careful on the throttle here. I've seen some crazy mishaps on YouTube with the Suzuki. Okay, so we're in second. It's that easy, guys. It's really easy. Really smooth shifting. So I think this is some kind of war memorial here. I saw the sign back there. War Memorial Park. Alright, so we're coming out to Alright, so let me see. We're coming out to Oh yeah, okay, here we are. There's Betancourt's to my right. Now I'm familiarized with this intersection. Alright guys, so here we go. It was a great ride. So yeah, so when you put the kickstand down, the engine shuts off just like on the Ninja 636. It's a really great bike. So anybody interested in a Suzuki, you can't go wrong, guys. I like it. Thank you very much for letting me road test it. I did the loop.
Yeah, you gotta come in someday and try out the 1000. It's a whole nother beast. Completely different. But I find it very comfortable. And one thing that I do like, and people laugh, but I used to road race for years. I actually like the 600 at the racetrack.
Okay.
Because 600s have a narrow power band, but at the track I'm always at high RPM in that power band, which is very high. You can't do that on the street.
Right.
You just be driving like a nut. With
Yeah.
the 1000, because you have so much power everywhere, you don't have to have a lot of revs to have that instant acceleration. And I find it actually saved my life about 2 years ago, because I had a GSX-R 1000 and a guy blew a stop sign.
Okay.
If I was on a 600, by the time I downshifted 2 gears, he would hit me.
Right.
So by having 1000, I just hit the throttle, and he missed me by this much, but that thing took off like a rocket at low RPMs because of all the power it has.
Right.
So I like the 1000 on the street, but I like the 600 on the racetrack.
Right.
And the 1000's a little bit bigger and a little more roomy too, so comfort-wise, it's a little more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love the blue and the high-vis yellow.
The GSX-R 750 is gorgeous.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my favorite track bike in the world right there.
The 750?
Yeah. Because that's only 7 pounds heavier than the 600, but it has 25% more power. So you got more low-end power, more mid-range, and more top-end, but the riding and handle is almost identical.
Right. Now, how are the Suzuki sales? Are you guys selling good? How are the Suzuki sales?
Yeah, we've been doing well. Well, we're the #1 Suzuki dealer in the whole northeast of the country as far as sales go.
Yeah.
And we're also the oldest Suzuki dealer in the nation.
Oh, yeah, you guys have been here since what?
Oh, well, we've been in this building since 1960.
Oh, okay.
That one over there.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a Suzuki nut myself. I mean, I've had a lot of Hondas. I have one right now, but I've had more Suzukis than anything else. And I just think they handle better than anything else right out of the box.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some mishaps on YouTube. Have you seen them? where someone gives the throttle too much. There's a guy, look it up. He comes out, he's fully suited. He comes out of a dealership, and it's really funny. He hits the throttle, and he high sides right there in the parking lot.
I've seen people do that right out front here.
Really?
And then one guy, 3 of us told him to take it easy because it was brand new tires. He had a GSX-R 1000, and he had crashed it. And we brought it in and we fixed it all up, and he picked it up and it was still like early in the season, still cold out.
Right.
And we told him, look, those are new tires, it's cold out, be careful. No, he tried to show off. He gave it throttle before he got up on the mid part of the wheel, and I think it slid sideways down the street and then spit him off the high side. He broke his collarbone right
Oh
here.
my goodness.
But that's one of the reasons, like I had the GSX-S 1000, that's got traction control.
Yeah.
So that has 3 levels of traction control. I never had to worry about that.
Right.
All it will do is, even if you have it in a low level, like if I was going to do a track day or something, it'll actually spin just a little bit, but it won't over-rotate or do it enough to high-side you. So you can really get onto the throttle and still be safe. Because I wouldn't have bought the 1000 otherwise, because they're too easy to spin up and end up spitting you off. But with the traction control, it just adds to the safety factor enormously.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Jim Avalene.
Jim. Nice to meet
I'm
you.
actually Jesse's dad, the young man you were talking to.
Oh, okay.
When California Superbike School, they used to use all Kawasaki 600s for their school. Then when BMW came out with that S1000, which was crazy powerful, when it came out, it was the most powerful 1000 made, but it was also one of the first bikes with traction control. And I was like, they're gonna go put new racers on these things. What happened is their crash ratio went way down because of the traction control. Even though the bikes were much faster, way more powerful, the traction control is a great safety net. I mean, on the street, it's one thing, the racetrack's one thing, but on the street you can only go so fast.
Exactly.
If you're lucky enough not to get killed, you probably lose your license. If I ever rode my 1000 to its full potential on the street, I'd lose my license in a couple of days probably.
Right.
I mean, the thing does high 80s in first gear, and well over 100 in second gear. You can't, unfortunately, you can't do that on the street for long.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you
for
very
stopping
much.
in.
I appreciate you
You're
letting me road test it.
Yeah.
It's smooth. It rides really, really smooth.
Yeah, enjoy the
All
nice
right.
day.
All right. Thank you.
How did it ride?
It really rides great.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
saw it online, and we were pulling up, and I saw you pulling in, and I was like, I'll be taking it for a test ride. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I took it for a ride. It's a 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you work here? Or
I do not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm asking how it rides, because
Oh.
I like it. I mean,
Do you ride?
oh, I do. Yeah, you drive good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Take it for a ride. It's right out there.
Yeah.
They'll probably let you use a helmet or something. It's great. And that, I'm sure, has a lot of power. I didn't go beyond third gear.
Yeah, you don't want to rip on it.
I mean, the last thing I want to do is crash it, right?
Yeah.
But it really, I mean, I could feel the power. No, you can't go wrong with either bike.
Yeah.
So you guys saw me pull away?
Yeah, we saw it, and we're like, no.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, yep, thank you. Last thing I want to do is hit some sand here. So I think I'm going to go out to my left. There's an incline there, so I had to back up like a little hill. So that was really good of Betancourt's to let me road test the bike, even though it wasn't brand new. And I get it, guys. Last thing they want is for someone to come in here and road test the bike, like a 2019, right? And then they crash it. They crash it, and then they can't sell it, you know? And they have to sell it as a used bike, so right away they take a hit. Let's see, I feel much more comfortable on my bike, you know. So I know what this bike can do and what it can't do. And I know what I can do and what I can't do, you know. So I'm not really familiar with the Suzuki bikes, but you really couldn't go wrong buying a Suzuki. I'm gonna stop in here for a little bit. Check this out, guys. Whoa. That guy was flying. CNC Reading Farm or CNC Reading Farm. They've got a corn maze in full fun Saturday and Sunday, September 21st to October 27th. Looks like they have a great selection of pumpkins. You can tell a pumpkin, guys. See that? It's just been picked. Get all that dirt on there. So we got some acorn squash, some butternut squash. I guess they call these sugar pumpkins. Alright guys, I've never seen a whitish yellow pumpkin. Have you? Got some apples. Really nice place. Fresh vegetables, tomatoes, Swiss chard. Call these Indian fingers. Indian corn. You got sweet peppers here, hot peppers there, bell peppers, garlic, honey nut squash, Brussels sprouts, eggplant, green beans, cucumbers, various squashes, potatoes, white potatoes, purple potatoes, Johnny's macaronis, marinara sauce. Okay, so Hillard's caramel apples. Got some popcorn here. You can pop it at your house. Some spices. Witch's brew, apple cider. Some honey. Honeybee pollen. Honey. Some acorn squash. Delicata squash. Macintosh apples. Ginger gold. Macoun apples. Autumn crisp apples. America pie apples. Honey crisp. Cortland here. All out of nectarines. Plums. All out. Oh, 2 pairs. They have some books here. Really great place. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright guys. So that's gonna do it.